Good evening and welcome to Tyler, Texas. We're at Mike Carter Field for some Tyler Junior College baseball action. This is Dr. John Groth. I'll be on the play-by-play for you. We got the pregame show coming up. The Angelina Roadrunners are in town to take on the Tyler Apaches. I did catch up with both the acting head coaches for both teams just a few minutes ago. The Angelina Roadrunners come in with a 6-14 record, 0-3 so far in conference play. They're led by 23-year head coach Jeff Liven, and I've had an opportunity to coach against Jeff many times in the past. One of the good guys in the game of baseball, and had a good chat with Coach Liven a few minutes ago. Let's hear what Coach Liven had to say just outside the batting cage. Okay, we got Coach Liven here, and Jeff, I got to ask you first off, when you came to Angelina, did you ever think 20 years later you'd still be doing it?
Honestly, yeah.
All right.
I mean, I was one of those upwardly mobile wannabe guys, and you get to a community here in East Texas like Tyler, Lufkin, and
right.
You start raising a family, and your morals get all screwed up, and you think you're in a place where you can raise your kids, and it's a great place to be. And I mean, we're here to teach kids. That's what you did it for, and that's the fun part of our job.
Well, I agree wholeheartely, and so it just time gets away from you, doesn't it? It just doesn't seem that long ago that we were just starting baseball here at Tyler and getting it going, and you and I used to go at it a couple times a year. I miss those days, but I know that, like you said, you got a chance to make a difference in the lives of these kids, and you've been where they want to go, and you got a lot to give them. So I'm excited for what's going on. I looked at your results, and you've had some lopsided wins, some lopsided losses, some close wins, and some close losses. Talk about your season so far.
We're bipolar. I don't know. I mean, it just depends on who shows up on each day. And we went to Navarro and had a great game. We lost in extra innings, and then just went to their place, and things didn't work for us. It's kind of one of those days you walked into the teeth of a chainsaw and it wasn't going to work. So we got some regrouping today. We're going to do a little shuffling with some positions and see how different combinations work. So hopefully things will click.
Well, that's the benefit of maybe having some non-conference games between conference. You get a chance to maybe juggle a lineup, maybe get a few arms out there that maybe need to earn some innings in conference play. And is that kind of what you're looking for today?
Exactly. I wish it was somebody a little easier than the Tyler Apaches, but I mean, hey, we got to. I mean, it's not like we're throwing scrubs out there. Everybody knows that. These guys are all capable of playing, and we'll mix it up and see where we go.
Well, you just got conference started this last week, I guess. How do you feel about this year's club?
I still
like early read on them.
I mean, we've got to want to compete a little bit more throughout the game. We're kind of in awe of the game right now, for lack of a better term. We got to go out and feel some ownership. I thought we had a good fall. I like the personnel. I like who these kids are. It's just a matter of having the desire to not let bad things happen.
Well, the most important question is, are you still getting to go fishing?
Not as much as I used to. This darn recruiting is getting more strenuous and strenuous every year. But, yeah, I mean, enough to keep myself. I'm still doing this. If I couldn't fish, I'd probably be
going nuts, right?
About 30 miles down the road in Rusk at the little facility there.
Well, Jeff, I've always enjoyed watching your team play, calling the game since I've been out of it. Thanks for taking a few minutes. Hope today goes well, and I hope your season goes great.
We'll pick it up. I mean, as a coach, you ask that they play hard and they give you 100% every day. And these guys, for the most part, have. We got to learn who we need to be. So,
thanks, Jeff. Appreciate your time.
You bet. Thank you, John.
That was Jeff Liven a few minutes ago. They're at home plate, he and Coach Sherman. Coach Wren got tossed from the last game, so he's not going to coach tonight. Coach Sherman's the skipper. He's out at home plate meeting the home plate umpire and the field umpire and Coach Liven. So I did catch up with Chad Sherman a few minutes ago outside the Apache dugout. Let's hear what Coach Sherman had to say about tonight.
All
right, we got Coach Sherman here outside the Apache dugout, and Coach, you're the head man for a night.
That's right.
How's it feel?
Feels good. I want to thank Coach Wren for allowing me the opportunity. I appreciate that. So.
Well, let's talk about, you guys have had a challenging schedule here the last couple of weeks. Talk about what's going on and just where your club is right now.
Yeah, I mean, we played some good teams. Murray State this past weekend up at their place. Good team usually. I think they won the national championship 3 or 4 years ago. Coach Crabtree always has them kind of, they can really hit. It's a hitter's ballpark. Right. So it was
Ball flies pretty good.
It was flying. Ball, wind blows out in Oklahoma a lot, so it was challenging. But I thought for the most part, other than the first game, I thought we threw the ball well. We won the third game, and we were in position to win the second game.
That Mississippi tournament was that was a challenge.
Yeah, Mississippi, we played 2 Division I teams and then a ranked Division II team. Kind of the same thing. We just kind of keep shooting ourselves in the foot on defense, and we're hitting the ball, and I feel like we're throwing the ball well enough to win baseball games. We just got to clean some stuff up, especially on defense, and that's all we've been talking about the last couple weeks is just making the routine play.
Right.
Don't beat yourself, and that's kind of where we're at right now.
Well, obviously the hope is in the long run that you're playing some really good competition.
No doubt.
And at some point, that's going to really help you in terms of the confidence.
For
At
sure.
some point, you do have to start, playing a little better, and hopefully, April is a little kinder to you on the schedule. You just got to get to that point, don't you?
Yeah, I think after this weekend coming up, after that, not so much the competition, kind of comes down, but kind of the schedule. It's more of like a doubleheader on Saturday. Get some guys some rest. It's been well documented. We've had some injuries on the pitching staff that have kind of set us back a little bit. But at the same time, someone's got to step up. And if someone steps up and proves they can do it, and they get that role, and then we go from there. But like you said, we're trying to get where we want to be healthy and clicking on all cylinders when we get there.
And the truth is, you don't need to be playing your best until really you start playing Coastal Bend on those series. So
Absolutely.
You still got some time to kind of pull things together. All right, let's talk about who's gonna get the ball tonight. How are you gonna approach the pitching?
Okay, so tonight's gonna be kind of a Mondays are usually like this. We're gonna have a lot of guys available. I'm gonna start Austin Chernasek.
Okay.
It'll be his first start ever here. He's kind of been in the back of the bullpen role because of the 3 games this past weekend. We're kind of, we have 8 or 9 guys available. So, not going to ask him to do anything he's out of the realm of. Hopefully give us 3 or 4 innings, maybe quality. And then after that, we'll just get the guys, get the ball to the next guys. Right. And you keep getting outs, you get the pitch. And if not, then we'll go to someone else. So.
Well, Chad, I hope you're 1-0 after tonight.
Thank you.
And look forward to watching you manage this game and enjoy it.
Absolutely.
You don't always get a chance to be the head guy even for a night. So wearing the all whites, going to be a good night.
All white, yeah. I want to thank Coach Wren again for doing that for me. So, anyways,
thanks,
appreciate
Chad.
it. Thank you.
Sure. A few minutes of his time a few minutes ago. Let's set the defense for you. Actually, let's go through the lineups for Angelina first. Leading off in center field is Evian Benjamin. Batting second at second base, Dylan Rivers. Batting third in right field is Tucker Redden. Batting fourth, first baseman Jacob Finke. Batting in the 5 position, designated hitter Josh Elver. Batting sixth, Aaron Boley, the left fielder. Shortstop, Nate Miranda bats 7th. Third baseman Tony Lima bats 8th. And catcher C.J. Pye will bat in the 9 position for Coach Livin and the Roadrunners. On the mound for the Roadrunners is Hagen Hartman. Defensively for the Apaches, this is what it looks like. In left field is Braden Wise. In center field, Chase Evans. Out and right, Taylor Broadway. Around the infield, Colton Whitehouse. At shortstop, Luke Boyd. Second base, Jared Wells. The big fella, Jordan Trahan at first. And behind the plate, Blake Maddox. And on the mound for the first time as a starter at Tyler Junior College, Austin Chernasek. 1-0 with a 5.40 ERA. 8 1/3 innings pitched, 8 strikeouts, 7 walks for the sophomore from Katy, Texas, 6 foot and 180. Wearing the all whites tonight are the Apaches. Kind of like the all whites. Everybody's wearing them down. And the Angelina Roadrunners from Lufkin, Texas, about 90 miles directly south. Made that trip many times playing this club. They're wearing the royal blue tops with the white pants. Kind of a New York Met color scheme with the orange and white trim. White pants with the stripes down the side. And here's the first pitch from Chernasek. In there for strike 1. We are 1 minute early. 4:59 first pitch. And we're underway. Appreciate you joining the broadcast. Would love to hear from where you're watching, who you're rooting for. Dr. John Groth on the play-by-play for you here tonight. Single 9-inning ball game. Again, Coach Wren not in the dugout. Had a little bit of a disagreement on balls and strikes the other day, and he got thrown out of the game. Ground ball to second, and Jared Wells fields and throws, and There's the first out of the ball game. Perfect game, still intact for Austin Chernusek. One up and one down. Here's Dylan Rivers, the second baseman. This Angelina club comes in on a 5-game losing streak. Drag bunt. Chernusek's going to backhand, stamp, throw, and got him. Nicely done by Austin on the mound. Planted that right foot, made a strong throw for the second out. So 2 up and 2 down. Here's Tucker Redden.
Number 4, Tucker Redden.
Redden, the right fielder, bats in the 3 position. He'll be up there with nobody on and 2 outs. First pitch from Chernusek. Going to miss outside, ball 1. Well, there's also an opportunity for you to shoot a note via the YouTube messaging system. So if you want to shoot one on that message system, that's certainly something I can respond to as well on the air. Would love to give you a shout out. It's been a while since we've done an Apache game. I've been doing a lot of UT Tyler games, and the Apaches have been on the road. Ground ball, high chopper, and Whitehouse at third makes the nice play to get the third out. Nicely done by Colton Whitehouse to retire Tucker Redden. So 3 up, 3 down, nothing across for the Roadrunners in inning number 1. The Apaches will get their first look at Hayden Hartman when we come back. We'll go ahead and go through the Apache lineup here and try to get you caught up. As they prepare to hit here in the bottom half of the first inning. Leading off in center field is Chase Evans. Batting second at second base is Jared Wells. Batting in the 3 position, right fielder Taylor Broadway. The cleanup hitter is first baseman Jordan Trahan. Batting 5th, third baseman Colton Whitehouse. Batting 6th, the catcher Blake Maddox. Batting 7th, designated hitter Bo Busing. Batting 8th, the shortstop Luke Boyd. And in the 9th position for the Apaches tonight, and Coach Sherman, Braden Wise, the left fielder. Defensively for the Roadrunners, their alignment will look like this. In left field, Aaron Bowley. In center, Evian Benjamin. In right field, Tucker Redden. Around the infield is Tony Lima at third, Nate Miranda at short, Dylan Rivers at second, Jacob Finke at first. Behind the plate, CJ Pye. And on the mound, the right-handed freshman from Cy Woods High School, Hagen Hartman. Hartman, limited action so far, 0-0 with a, well, let's see, I don't think he's given up any runs, so he's got a 0 ERA at this point. Pitched 1 inning, 2 strikeouts, and no walks for Hagen. So this will be his first start of the year, second appearance overall. And he's taking his warm-up tosses as we speak. Hartman with a 0.00 ERA. He's only pitched 1 inning and struck 2 of the 3 batters out in that outing. So this will be his first start, just his second appearance of the season. The Roadrunners have played 20 ball games. And again, they're 0-3 in conference play. They play in the Region 14 East Conference. And we'll give you the standings with that conference here. If you look at the standings right now, Navarro actually swept this Angelina club. They're 3-0. Panola 2-1. Northeast Texas is 2-1. Bossier Parish 1-2. Paris 1-2, and Angelina 0-3. That's the Region 14 East Zone of the Division I junior colleges. And so Coastal Bend, who is the other Division III in Region 14, is 13-8 right now. The Apaches 9-8 on the season. Apaches come in having won their last ball game against Vernon. They're just 1-4 in their last 5 and 5-5 in their last 10. So they're trying to right the ship a little bit tonight. Leading off for the Apaches, center fielder Chase Evans. Glad you're with us. As the temperatures have risen here in East Texas. It was quite cool this weekend, but we didn't get out of the 50s. And we're pushing 80 here. Game time temperature, 79 degrees. Got a southerly breeze at about 18, so wind's going to blow in from right tonight. In there for a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. Nobody on, nobody out. Freshman right-hander, Hagen Hartman, 6'1" and 190. His first start of the season. There was a changeup in there, and it's 1 ball, 2 strikes to Chase Evans. Very comfortable evening after a chilly and wet weekend. We're going to be in the 70s all week, so hopefully most of those cold temperatures are behind us. Ground ball to short. That's Miranda, and there's 1 out. 6-3 if you're scoring at the house. Here's Jared Wells, the second baseman.
Now batting number 2, Jerry Wells.
Well, and I'm trying to think. Coach Sherman is coaching first base. Is that what I see? So, a little different look for the Apache hitters and base runners tonight. Good breaking pitch right there. Swung through by Wells. It's 0-1. Got Garrett McMullen down at third base tonight. Coach Wren having to take the night off. I think if memory serves, it might be the first time that Coach Wren's been tossed. He's got a few more to catch me. I had a few in my day. Ground ball foul on the third base line. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Well, from what I heard, dugouts were very close to the field, and home plate umpire didn't appreciate some of the remarks coming out of the Apache dugout. Coach Wren incurred the wrath, and that's why Coach Sherman's getting his debut tonight as the head coach. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out. Bottom of inning number 1. Here's the pitch. Went off the end of the bat. I thought it might have gone off of Jared's elbow, but he took the pitch and the ball went right off the knob. Bounded over toward the Apache dugout. So we'll do it again at 1-2. Next pitch, fouled at home plate. We'll do it again. Jared Wells stays alive. Very breezy night tonight here at the ballpark. Glad it's kind of warm. Otherwise, I have to close these windows and be pretty chilly up here. Those pop-ups, though, I got to believe the infielders and outfielders are going to have to keep their feet moving on those balls in the air because that ball's going to move. Now Jared Wells asked for time. And home plate umpire granted it. Angelina with the royal blue and yellow orange and white trim around the uniform. Apaches with their all whites tonight. That's popped out of play as a pesky at bat by second baseman Jared Wells. For Wells, this is 7th start of the year. Apaches 9-8 on the year. 8-2 here at the friendly confines of Mike Carter. Pop up, out of play. And we have a class of some sort here today. Group of young kids enjoying the game tonight. Ball went over their way. Count stays 1-2. Here's the pitch. Another pop-up, as if nothing else, Jared Wells is forcing Hagen Hartman to throw a bunch of pitches here, and that's what you like to see early on. Make him work out there. Hartman getting his signs. Can't quite put Wells away. Here's the 1-2 delivery. Swing and a miss. Finally did get him on the fastball. Elevated it just a little bit, and Jared could not catch up. First strikeout of the night for Hagen Hartman, and that'll bring up Taylor Broadway, the right fielder.
Taylor Broadway.
Two outs and nobody aboard. Bottom of the first inning, we're still scoreless. Good breaking pitch, inside corner, strike one. A 1 pitch. Thought about it. Did he go? Did not. And it counts 1 ball and 1 strike. Well, the Region 14 Division I conference in the Eastern Zone, again, Navarro at the top of the conference in conference play. They're only 9-8 overall. Panola 17-3 start. Ground ball foul. It's 1-2 on Taylor Broadway. So on the overall records for that Eastern Zone in Region 14, Navarro 9-8, Panola 17-3, Northeast Texas 10-10 right now. Bossier Parish is 11-11, Paris is 10-10, Angelina 6-14. So interesting breakdown on the overall records of the Region 14 East. Of course, the Apaches are in Region 14 with Coastal Bend as a Division III competitor, and Coastal Bend right now 13-8 on the year. And they are currently on an 8-game winning streak. 1-2 pitch. Missed outside. We're even at 2-2. So Hagen Hartman getting his first start of the year. Let's work through the first 2 Apache hitters. Hartman has thrown 17 pitches so far. Fouled out of play. Do it again. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Austin Chernusek only threw 7 in the top half of the inning. Heard Coach Sherman talk on the pregame interview about the pitching strategy tonight. Austin will get a couple of innings, and then it'll be Johnny Holstaff. Got plenty of arms available tonight for this single 9-inning ball game. Here's a 2-2. That ball's well hit. High, deep, left field. It's got a chance, and that's way out. I didn't see it come down, but that ball was crushed. Taylor Broadway smashes a fastball from Hagen Hartman, and the Apaches take a 1-0 lead here in the first inning. I did not see that come down, but that ball was way over the fence.
Now batting number 34, Jordan Strahan.
Well, here comes the big fella. And he's certainly capable of doing the same thing. Trahan with 7 home runs on the year. For Broadway, that was home run number 2. And Trahan just got hit. And you hope that doesn't linger. It looks like he's holding his hand. It's kind of hobbling down to first base, shaking it off. You get hit in that hand. It's never a fun thing. And Coach Sherman, somehow taking the helmet off is going to help.
Now batting number 22,
He's taking the helmet off and
White House.
taking his batting gloves off right now, and he's going to remain in the game. He's just awful frustrated and holding that. Looked like he got it on the right hand. So hopefully that doesn't flare up and become a problem here. For now, he's going to stay at first base with 2 outs. So he'll reach on the hit by pitch. Here's Colton Whitehouse. First pitch to Whitehouse. Got out in front of it. Pop flies right field, and the second baseman actually is going to call off. Dylan Rivers squeezes it just behind the line in the infield, and that'll end the inning. But the Apaches get 1 run on 1 hit, a big home run by Taylor Broadway, and they now lead it 1-0. We go to the second inning. Back in a minute on ApacheAthletics.com. And welcome back to the top of the second inning. Jacob Finke will lead it off. 4, 5, and 6 for the Roadrunners from Angelina College, just down the road in Lufkin. Used to be one of our conference rivals back in the day, Division I era of TJC baseball. Angelina's still in that Region 14 Eastern Zone Conference. First pitch missed, it's 1-0. Big hack at another fastball, high right field. Broadway gets under it and makes the grab for the first out. So Chernusek being very efficient, only had thrown 7 pitches, and he gets Finke to fly out to right field on just 2 more pitches. Stepping in now is designated hitter Josh Elver.
Josh Elver.
And he's going to step in from the left side. First left-handed batter, if I remember correctly. Elvir takes ball 1 outside. Again, a beautiful night here in East Texas. A little bit breezy, but very, very comfortable to watch a game. It's a strike, and we're even at 1-1. 1 out, nobody aboard. Bottom of the second inning. I'm sorry, top. Off speed. That's a changeup that just kept going outside. It's 2-1. Apaches lead 1-0 off a towering home run by Taylor Broadway. Fastball misses high. 3-1 now. First time we've seen Chernusek fall behind an Angelina Roadrunner. 3-ball count. And there's a 1-out walk. First base runner of the night. There goes the perfect game. And stepping in is left fielder Aaron Boley.
Now batting number 13, Aaron Boley.
Coach Livin going through the signs in the third base coach's box. Roadrunners trying to right the ship a bit. 0-3 in conference play, coming off of coming into this ball game tonight. 0-5 in the last 5 contests. Just 3-7 in their last 10. They're still trying to find their way a bit, as we heard Coach Livin refer to on the pregame show. Likes his squad, just has not shown the consistency. There goes the runner. Throw down by Maddox, not in time. It's a stolen base for Josh Elvir. Runner at second now with 1 out. As the Roadrunners try to get back into this one, trailing 1-0. Mike Carter Field. Right next to the Tyler Rose Garden. Rose Football Stadium just to our right. Harvey Convention Center back behind us. We're just about a mile inside the West Loop here in Tyler. 1-1 pitch coming up. Another changeup, and good job of staying back, but he hits it foul down into the Angelina bullpen. That ball was well hit by Boley, but could not stay fair. One hopped into the bullpen. One and two with one out. Runner at second is Josh Elvire. He walked and stole second. Roadrunners from Angelina trying to tie this ball game up. Trail at 1-0. Here's the pitch. Fouled straight back into the net. Just did miss a fastball. So I think by rule, Coach Wren's not allowed to be in the stadium. So the big question of the night is, where's Coach Wren? I think he's watching, so if he sends me a text message, I'll let everyone else know where he is. He may be at home watching it with Baker. One ball, two strikes. One out. Runner going to third on the pitch, fouled out of play. That's well over the Camry. That's headed toward the Rose Garden. Off to our left. Did it hit the light pole? Hit a car? Better. It had to get over the Camry. It went over in the Camry's direction, but way too deep for... Might have hit the bus. That's where the Angelina bus is. Guess there was a loud noise that caused a little fan reaction that we've got a group of young, I don't know if they're all boys. Looks like they're all boys attending tonight's ball game. It's always good to see some young folks out at the ballpark. 2 balls, 2 strikes to the left-hand hitting left fielder, Aaron Boley. 1 out, 1 aboard here. Austin Chernusek on the mound for the Apaches. Next pitch chopped up the middle. And Wells has got it, throws to Trahan at first for the out. So nice job there by Jared Wells. Catch and throw on the run. Elvire goes to third on the play, and there's 2 outs. Stepping in for the Roadrunners, Nate Miranda, the shortstop.
Now batting, number 7, Nate Miranda.
Elvire 90 feet away from tying this one up. Maddox got to work hard at home plate, blocking any breaking pitches that are low in the zone. Chernusek's going from the windup. Fastball, outside corner, strike 1. Not sure Miranda agreed with the home plate umpire. Kind of stepped out of the box, shaking his head. Here's the 0-1. Almost the same spot, and it's 0-2. A couple of fastballs in good locations out of Austin Chernusek here with 2 outs and a runner at third. Look out, ball gets away from Maddox. Here comes the runner. Throw to the plate, not in time. It's a run. And, man, it's got to be a pass ball there. It was not in the dirt. Blake just missed it. Almost looked like he got crossed up. And we are tied at 1. Well, that we just got done talking about needing to protect home plate on any kind of errant pitch, and unfortunately for the Apaches, ball got away from Maddox, and we're tied. So that's where your stolen base really pays off. Elvire stole second base with 1 out. He gets to third on the ground out, and now we're tied. Line shot, he would have scored anyways. Right up the middle. And Evans acted like he wanted to throw it to first. And Wells did throw behind the runner, but Miranda was back in time. A well-hit single right up the middle. So Miranda, basically that pass ball stole an RBI from Miranda is what it did. Here's Tony Lima, third baseman for the Roadrunners. Going to get his first at-bat against Austin Chernusek, the sophomore from Katy, Texas. First pitch in there for a strike. Well, that last pitch probably got more of the plate than Austin Chernusek wanted to give to Nate Miranda, and he drilled it into center field, put a good swing on it. We are all tied at 1. Identical 1-1 and 0 line scores for both teams. Both teams' runs coming in the second inning. Snap throw over, and Miranda's the shortstop. He's at first base. Runner going on the pitch, no throw. So I was just going to check on that for Miranda. That will be his second stolen base of the season. And the Roadrunners have stolen a couple of bases here in the first inning. Now a single would give them the lead. Oh and 2 count on Tony Lima, batting in the 8th position for the Roadrunners and Coach Jeff Liven. Here's the 0-2. Line drive, right field, base hit. There's going to be a throw and play at the plate. Broadway's going to come up with it. He'll throw to the plate, and not in time. Angelina takes a 2-1 lead on an RBI single by Tony Lima. Good piece of hitting right there by Lima. He drilled it into right field. He goes to second on the throw. Pretty good base running by Miranda as he came flying around third, and the throw was not in time. 2-1 Roadrunners. Chernusek,
Number 16, CJ.
a couple of 2-out runs here. And now he finds himself trailing in this game, 2-1. Here's the 9 spot, the catcher, CJ Dye. It's in there for strike 1. As the Roadrunners, the 6th hitter of the inning, trying to get a little 2-out rally. There's a ground ball to third. Whitehouse is up with it, throws to first, and nice job by Trahan to pick that ball and end the inning. 5-3 if you're scoring at the house, but the Roadrunners get 2 runs on 2 hits. They leave a runner on. And your new score for Mike Carter, Angelina 2, Apaches 1. Back in just a minute on ApacheAthletics.com. Welcome back to Mike Carter Field. Appreciate you joining the broadcast. Love to hear from anyone out there that wants to shoot a quick note to the Remind system, if you're in that, or if you want to type out a quick message within the YouTube messaging system. Give a little shout out. First pitch misses low to Blake Maddox. 6, 7, and 8 for the Apaches here in inning number 2. 2-1, Angelina leads it. If we got a scoreboard malfunction or what? Here we go. Line score not working. All right, so we're going to have to go with zeros on the board here the rest of the way. That's going to have to stay close to the live stats. Keep that up there. 2 runs on 2 hits for the Roadrunners. 1 run on 1 hit for the Apaches. Here's the 2-0. Misses low. 3-0 to Blake Maddox. Maddox batting in the 6th position. Bo Busing on deck. Hagen Hartman threw 21 in the first inning. There's strike 1 to Maddox. 3-1. You'd think he'd get a couple of more pretty good pitches to take a whack at here. Chernusek threw 24 in the second inning. He's now at 31 pitches. 3-1 pitch. Misses inside, and it's a leadoff walk to Blake Maddox. That will bring up designated hitter Bo Busing. So Busing will step in. The sun's coming out here at Mike Carter.
Now batting, number 20, Bo Busing.
Again, it's been very mild today. Game time temperature was at 79. We didn't get close to 79 all weekend. It was wet and rainy here in East Texas. And very chilly. I don't think we got out of the 50s. Definitely has swung back to the warm. There goes Maddox on the steal, and he's going to get there. How do you like that? Catcher stealing second base. Stolen base for Blake Maddox. He wasn't happy with the 2 guys that stole off of him, so he decided to go ahead and return the favor. For Maddox, stolen base number 3 on the season, so he's perfect 3 for 3 this year. 0-1 count on Bo Busing. Here's the pitch. Breaking pitch, outside corner, strike 2. Apaches trying to work from behind here. Trail at 2-1 in the second. Hartman checking the runner. Next pitch just missed low, not by much. Busing had a notion to take a rip at that. Appeared to be a changeup and held up the last moment. Count goes to 1 ball, 2 strikes. All right, Coach Wren sent me a little picture. I had a feeling. I got a great picture of him and Baker. Baker's first exposure to, well, maybe not, but first exposure to the Apache broadcasts. You know how tempted I am to put that out on the Remind system. Let the parents see Coach Wren enjoying some time with his son. Well, I'm glad to see that. 1-2 now to Bo Busing. Apaches trail at 2-1 here in the second. Hartman taking his time, making sure Maddox doesn't sway third. The speedster out there. Blake Maddox has put a little fear into Hagen Hartman, worried about him taking third with nobody out. Not a bad pitch to think about it here. 1-2, might get a breaking pitch. But be a little surprised if Maddox took off for third. Wonder if haven't noticed. Should have checked where the signs were coming from. If Coach McMullen's giving the signs down there, these guys, everybody's got the green light tonight. Since Coach Wren's, while the cat's away, the mice will play. 1-2. Here's the pitch. Line shot. Look out in the Angelina dugout. Boy, that ball was on. We're so close to the playing surface here at Mike Carter in those dugouts. You just got to be careful. They do have some protective netting, but all the clubs that watch games here are going to be leaning above that, and the ball went flying over to their dugout. Fortunately, didn't get anybody. Count stays 1-2 on Bo Busing. Hagen Hartman working here in inning number 2. Line shot, that's into the batting cage area as Busing stays alive. Had some good at-bats tonight by the Apaches. A lot of foul balls, making Hartman up his pitch count here early in the ball game. He started the inning at 21 pitches, and he's now at 32. And the next 1-2 pitch is coming up here. Here it is. Fastball high, and it's even at 2-2. People continuing to trickle into the ballpark tonight. And that breeze blowing pretty much straight in our face, so makes it even more impressive how far that ball flew off the bat of Taylor Broadway earlier. Just an absolute bomb. 2-2 pitch coming. Swing and a miss. Big breaking ball. Busing had a good rip at it, just missed it. And there's strikeout number 2 for Hartman. Now stepping in is the shortstop, Luke Boyd. One out. And I guess Coach McMullen is giving signs that Boyd just looked down at him. Runner at second with 1 out. We're at the 8th position in the Apache lineup. Luke Boyd trying to tie it up here. Breaking pitch misses inside, ball 1. Hartman's pace is painfully slow. We might be out of here in about 4 hours. Takes a while to get back on the rubber. Takes a while to get the pitch. Still trying to get the pitch, and now he's going to step off the rubber and needs a little more time. He has his pitch. 1-0. Pops up left side. Do they have room? Drifting over, and oh my goodness, I thought he might have been able to get there. The shortstop, Nate Miranda, was right at the fence, and I'll tell you, that's where the wind definitely played into that ball, because on a normal day, that ball easily stays inside live ball area, but the wind kept blowing it, and it barely got out of the reach of shortstop Nate Miranda. Tony Lima, he misjudged that. He wasn't close. That actually was an easier play, or I don't know about easier, but it was closer to him than it was to Miranda. Miranda kind of jackknifed on top of that fence over there, and fortunately he's fine, but the wind definitely blew that ball out of play, and it's going to give Luke Boyd another chance to swing it here. And stepping off again is Hagen Hartman. I much prefer pitchers that work quick. And now the spin move, and they're all afraid that the catcher is going to swipe third here. I want to give him a running start. Hagen Hartman, the freshman out of Cy Woods. 6'1" and 190. This is his first start of the season. 1-1 pitch. Missed outside, 2-1. Well, I know in some of the Division I conferences now, they're putting a time clock on the pitchers. Might need to employ that rule tonight. Uh-oh, scoreboard's back. In there for a strike, 2 balls, 2 strikes. So the hits are, the runs aren't working yet? Is that just got a mind of its own? Is that what's going on? So we got some gremlins up here in the scoreboard mechanism. Doesn't seem to have a mind of its own. So you want to keep up with the line score, you might need to log into the live stats. We'll try to stay close as Hartman steps off once again. This might be the longest bat of the year right here by any Apache. We're now 41 minutes into this ball game, and we're not through 2 yet. Here's the pitch. Popped out of play. Seen a lot of those tonight. A lot of foul balls by the Apache hitters. Forcing Hartman to get his pitch count up. He's at 38 now. So Coach Levin's already got somebody tossing in his bullpen. So he's got a right-hander down there. So he may be Johnny Holstaffing this game as well. Curious to see how long old Austin Trinisek will go. He threw 24 in inning 2, so threw a 7-pitch first inning and then 24 in the second. 2-2 pitch coming up. There it is. Pop up right side. This might be a little tough. Finke at first, and now it's going to be the second baseman, Rivers, calling him off. And there's 2 outs. Every time that ball goes up in the air, it's going to be a little bit of an adventure because that breeze continues to blow in with good velocity. Game time wind was south at 18 miles an hour. So flag and right, and all the pennants are blowing back in our direction in the press box area. So outfielders probably can afford to play a little shallower tonight. The infielders got to realize that ball is actually going to blow back in their direction. Here's Braden Wise. 9 spot in the Apache lineup. He's been waiting patiently over in that on-deck circle. Now he's going to step out. Well, if Hartman's going to make him wait, then he's going to make Hartman wait. Here's the first pitch. Fastball high, ball 1. For a Monday night game, got a nice little gathering of baseball fans here at Mike Carter Field. I think the weather certainly cooperated. Wise waits a 1-0 pitch. Pops that out of play. That's headed over toward the Camry, but wind will take it well into that parking lot. One ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. The runner at second is Blake Maddox. That rascal walked and stole second to lead the inning off, and he's been out there ever since. He's going to start growing roots out there. Busing struck out. Boyd popped up to second. Spin move, throw to second. I think it went off. I think it hit Blake Maddox. Might have hit him in the chest. Shortstop Miranda's going to come in and have a chat with the pitcher just to kind of give Blake a moment to gather himself there. One ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. Tying run at second. Apaches trail the Roadrunners from Angelina 2-1. Here's the pitch. Well hit left field. Will it stay fair? That ball is fair ball. One hops the fence and actually hops out of the park, so it'll be an RBI double for Braden Wise. That ball was well hit. It kept tailing because of that wind and because Wise is that left-handed bat, and it's going to trail that way anyways, and just hit inside the line and hopped over that short fence right in front of the Angelina bullpen. So a two-out double ties it. And that'll roll the lineup back to the top. Chase Evans grounded out to short his first time up, 0 for 1 tonight. Evans 323 on the season. First pitch in the dirt. And good job by C.J. Pye to block that. Chase Evans, 17 games. He's started all of them. 21 out of 65, 14 runs scored. That's tied for second on the team. 9 doubles, 2 homers, 12 RBIs for the Apache center fielder. Hagen Hartman has a sign. 1-0 pitch. It's in there for a strike. Fastball. 1 ball, 1 strike. Well, lots of 2s on the board right now. Roadrunners with 2 runs on 2 hits. The Apaches with 2 runs on 2 hits. No errors by either club. 1-1 pitch. Solid fastball, outer half. 1-2 on leadoff hitter Chase Evans. Jared Wells waits on deck. Go-ahead run out of second. Braden Wise, good piece of hit and just drilled a ball that one hopped over the fence in left field. 1-2 pitch from Hartman. Way outside, it's a wild pitch. It gets away from Pye. And scooting over to third base is Braden Wise. Now the Apaches 90 feet away from taking the lead. So Hartman, very deliberate in just about everything he does, even walking back to that mound, just strolling back. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. We're tied at 2 in the second inning. Hagen Hartman comes set. Here's the pitch. Drilled left field. This has got a chance and foul. Wow, that ball was laced down the left field line. And again, that wind is blowing in from the right field area. Probably had an impact on that because I thought off the bat it had a chance to get out of here. But it hit below the 325 side and the left field corner in foul territory. So just a few feet foul. Otherwise, the Apaches would have taken a 3-2 lead, and Evans easily would have made second. Ball was well hit. Hartman now going to bring the next 2-2 delivery. Here it comes. Ground ball is short. Miranda's got it, throws across, and that's the inning. But the Apaches get 1 run on 1 hit. They leave a guy on. We go to the third. We're all tied at 2. Stay with us. Back in a minute on ApacheAthletics.com. Welcome back to Mike Carter Field. Top of the third inning. And it'll be top of the lineup. Benjamin, Rivers, and Redden scheduled to come to home plate for the Roadrunners. Angelina College, about 90 miles south of Tyler. Yeah, I've heard from a handful of folks. Miss Williams, or Mr. Williams, I guess. And Miss Gillette. Miss Sprinkle. And that ball hit him. And not a great start here to the third as Evian Benjamin gets hit by a pitch, and he'll go down to first base.
Now batting, number 1.
Here's Dylan Rivers, the second baseman. Let's see if Coach Livin dials up a sacrifice bunt here, or whether he lets Rivers swing away. Benjamin with 3 stolen bases on the year. And Rivers is going to show bunt, pull back for ball 1. Push first base side, and Trehan fields it himself and steps on the bag for the first out. So sacrifice bunt for Rivers, goes 3 unassisted. Benjamin will scoot down to second, and here's Tucker Redden.
Tucker Redden.
So we're tied at 2 here in the third inning. Apaches got 1 in the first and 1 in the second. Roadrunners scored both theirs in the second inning. First pitch to Red, misses outside, ball 1. He grounded out to third base his first time up. On the season, Tucker Redden, 325. Turn a sec. Now Redden asks for time and is granted. Tucker Redden, 13 out of 40 on the season, 11 runs scored. He's got 2 triples and 8 RBIs so far in the season. This is his 15th start of the year. Roadrunners have played 20 ball games. Fastball sails up and in, and it's 2-0. The Apaches do have a right-hander in the bullpen. I don't know if we can tell who that is. Andrew Nichols getting ready to come in. We heard Coach Sherman talk about it. That ball's well hit to center field, but Evans has got plenty of room out there, and he catches it for out number 2. F8 if you're scoring at the house. We just heard from Miss French in Kingwood. Appreciate her checking in.
Now batting, number 14, Jacob.
Heard from Coach Wren. He's watching at the house with Baker and Amelia. Don't know if Amelia's there. So there's 2 outs and a runner at second. First pitch in there to Jacob Finke. Strike 1. He flew out to right his first time up. Finke on the year, a 226 hitter, 12 out of 53, 15 runs scored. That's leading the club. Ground ball up the middle. Boyd's got it. He'll rifle it across, and there's your inning. 6-3 on the putout. The Angelina Roadrunners get a leadoff base runner, but they strand him, and that'll be it for the Roadrunners in inning number 3. We'll go to the bottom half of the third. We're all tied at 2. Stay with us. Back in just a minute. All right, the Roadrunners have gone to their bullpen. And the new pitcher is the freshman from Cy Creek. 6 foot and 170. Jeremy Rodriguez is the new Angelina pitcher. For Rodriguez, it's outing number 5 of the year. He's 0-2 so far this season with a 10.93 ERA. 14 innings pitched. He's got 12 strikeouts, 4 walks. Opposing batters hitting 328 off of Rodriguez. And he'll get his 5th outing of the year. This will be his 3rd appearance in relief for Coach Livin and the Roadrunners. And for the Apaches, it's going to be 2, 3, and 4. The Wells, Broadway, and Trahan scheduled to come to home plate. So Hagen Hartman finishes with 49 pitches and 2 innings of work. Chernusek had another efficient inning. He's at 40 right now. Threw 7 in the first inning, 24.
Jerry Wells.
That's not right, through 9. So 7, 24, and 9 in terms of pitch counts in the innings for Austin Chernusek. He's thrown a total of 40 through 3. And now CJ Pye is going to go out and talk to Jeremy Rodriguez, the right-handed freshman from Cy Creek. And as soon as Rodriguez comes in, another right-hander tossing for the Roadrunners down in their bullpen. So both these squads will likely use a number of pitchers throughout the evening here. 2-2 is our score, bottom of the second. First pitch laced into left center. And Wells going to hit first and go to second. Here's the throw, and it's going to be waiting on him. He's out by a mile. Well, not a good decision there. You kind of thought when it went out into the gap that he might have a chance, but the outfielders converged quickly. Did the center fielder make that throw or the left
Now
fielder?
batting, number 7, Taylor Broadway.
Okay, so it's a single for Jared Wells, 1B8, and then an 8-4. Throws him out at second, so maybe a little over-aggressive there taking that turn, and there's one out. Here's Taylor Broadway. Broadway hit a bomb his first time up, way over the left field fence. Another big hack. Swings through a fastball. It's 1-1. Rodriguez has his sign. Here's the pitch. Low, and it's 2-1. Try to get you some information on some of the other Region 14 games going on. Actually, there are none. How's that? This is the only game in Region 14 scheduled for today. Pop up right side, way up there. And Rivers is going to call everyone off at second, and he squeezes it for out number 2. So Broadway is a victim of a pop-up in the infield, and there's 2 outs. Here's Jordan Trahan.
Now batting, number 34, Jordan Trahan.
Well, it looks like, I'm not sure. First pitch missed to Jordan. Here's the 1-0. Good breaking pitch. Catches the outside part of the plate, and it's even at 1-1. Not sure if I'm reading this schedule right. I think I'm reading it wrong. So that's February. I need to get to March. Today's March 6th. Yeah, there are some other games to try to let you know who's playing who today. There's a foul ball. It's 1-2 now on the big fella. TCS Postgrad and Coastal Bend are playing. They actually played a doubleheader at noon today. Navarro and Sanjak are squaring off. Brookhaven and Paris. And Angelina here, and Panola is at the Centenary JV, so that's your Region 14 game slated for today. Swing and a miss, and Trehan is a strikeout victim. And that'll end the third inning for the Apaches. They go in order. A leadoff single, but a little aggressive base running has Wells thrown out at second. Pop-up strikeout, and we'll go to the fourth. Still tied at 2. Stay with us. All right, well, Austin Chernistek still in the ball game for the Apaches. As we go to the top half of inning number 4, Chernistek starts the inning with 40 pitches. Coach Livin having a little discussion with the home plate umpire. We've heard from a couple of you. Appreciate you shooting in on the message system inside of YouTube. Destiny Kramer saying go Jared. Heard from Chase's mom in Kingwood, Miss Evans. So appreciate the shout outs there. We've also heard from the Frenches in Kingwood. So love to hear from you. Give a little shout out on the air. Make sure all the pictures and the descriptions are coming out loud and clear. First pitch misses. It's 1-0 on Josh Elvire. That ball missed, and it's 2-0. Elvire reached on a walk, stole second, and ended up scoring on a pass ball back in the second inning. Big hack right there, 2-1. Austin Chernisek, sophomore out of Katy, first start ever as an Apache tonight. Normally a bullpen guy, back-end bullpen guy. This is his 7th appearance of the year, but his first start. Ball was fouled straight back, and we're even at 2-2. Just missed outside. Counts full now, 3-2. Angelina plays Panola later this week in a conference matchup. That ball's popped down the left side and going to blow out of live ball area into the bullpen area. Count will stay 3-2 on Josh Elvire. Appreciate hearing from Mr. Parker. 3-2 pitch. Just missed outside. It's a leadoff walk to Elvire. Just heard from Mr. and Mrs. Wells and Katie. Appreciate you chiming in. Got a good audience tonight on a Monday night. A warm Monday night at that here in Tyler. Breezy, but very comfortable. Runner at first, nobody out. Here's Aaron Boley. First pitch swing and look out. Coach Livin, that's going to go right off the net above the Angelina dugout. Again, very little foul territory here at Mike Carter. Got to be heads up in both dugouts. We're at the 6th position in the Angelina lineup. Boley, his first time up, grounded out to second base. All right, Jeremy Rodriguez's parents from Cyprus chimed in. Runner going. That ball's fouled out of play on a hit and run. And Elvira will have to go back to first base. No balls, 2 strikes. Lost our sunshine one way or another. We're losing it. The clouds have moved in a little bit here, but it's also nightfall is upon us. Appreciate all of you checking in here on the messaging system inside of YouTube and in the Remind system. Heard from a number of you. We were supposed to do the Weatherford game last week, and that game was canceled due to impending weather, and unfortunately we never got that weather. So as it turned out, we could have played, but as often is in these kind of situations, you got to make those decisions way before the weather forecast at the time the decision had to be made was very poor at that time. It was supposed to rain hard that afternoon here in Tyler, and so the decision was made to not play at that time, and the weather actually stayed north of here, and we didn't get anything. So it's just kind of how it works sometimes. The last thing you want to do is have to pay a lot of travel expense on one end for the bus and the meals and everything else, and then not get a game in. 1 ball, 2 strikes, nobody out, runner at first. Pickoff attempt, and Elvira's back in time. My 55-year-old eyes need some lights in here. I got to turn them on. Here's the pitch. Misses outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes. We're at Mike Carter Field here in Tyler. Ball's fouled straight back off the net. Just did miss that fastball. Good rip by Boley. Boley on the season, 500 hitter, 6 out of 12. 5 runs scored, 1 double, and 5 RBIs. Started in 5 of the 20 games for Coach Livin. Pop up, left side. Will it stay in? It's drifting foul, and did he catch it? He did. Wow, nicely done out in left field. Braden Wise ran into the fence as he caught that ball, right where the tarp used to be. Ran right into that wall and stuck his glove out at the last minute, stayed on his feet, and made a really nice play. So that's going to go F07 for the first out. Here's Nate Miranda, the shortstop. Singled to center his first time up, stole second, and ended up scoring on an RBI single by Tony Lima, who's now in the on-deck circle. First pitch misses outside, ball 1. 1 out, 1 aboard. We're tied at 2 in the 4th. Austin Chernusek continues to work for the Apaches. Next pitch, called a strike. Thought he might have swung in it anyways. And the count's 1 ball, 1 strike. Chernusek now with 55 pitches on the night, with 1 out here in the 4th. And can't remember who did we have thrown down there? It's Andrew Nichols. Nichols was throwing. He evidently is either ready to come in or not coming in, because he's not throwing anymore. Sure as I say that, he's going to get back up. So Nichols was throwing down there, and I looked down there, nobody was up, and now he's going to go ahead and play a little light catch. 1-2 with 1 out. Line shot, caught by Boyd, throw to first. Oh, it went off the runner. Ball trickles over by the Apache dugout, but Trahan retrieves it. Nice play by Luke Boyd, a little snow cone action. That ball was drilled up the middle, and Boyd ranged to his glove side, caught it, and quickly threw it on to Trahan, but the ball got away. Actually went off the base runner, Elvira's back. Fortunate for the Apaches, that ball didn't get in the dugout. So it'll go L6 for Miranda, and Elvira gets back safely. Here is Tony Lima, the third baseman. RBI single his first time up. So he's 1 for 1 tonight. First pitch Ball one. Lima on the year, 273, 9 out of 33. 7 runs scored, 1 double. He does have a homer and 11 RBIs. That's second on the team in RBIs. Lima has started 12 of the 20 games. And he's out. Good gracious. Must have got him on the foot. Well, it wasn't pretty, but he threw him out. So Maddox now gets his caught stealing as Elvire tried to steal on the first pitch, and he's out. So Chernusek faces the minimum after all that. And we go to the bottom half of inning number 4, still tied at 2. Back in a minute on the ApacheAthletics.com. And welcome back to Tyler, Texas on a very pleasant evening here, March 6th. Just heard from a former Apache, Kyle Mace. Said it's snowing back where he's at. Yeah, says Austin's brother Reese and I are tuned in. Jealous of the warmth. It's snowing back in Canada. So appreciate Kyle shooting me that note. Hope all is well there. Stay warm. Get you a cup of hot chocolate, cup of coffee, and flip on the live stats and the broadcast. Appreciate Kyle chiming in there. First pitch is in there for strike 1 to Colton Whitehouse, and quickly 0-2 now as Jeremy Rodriguez continues to work here for the Roadrunners. No balls and 2 strikes. Perfectly placed fastball. He got it right where he wanted to. C.J. Pye way off the plate, and Rodriguez spotted that fastball nicely. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Nobody out, nobody on. 5, 6, and 7 for the Apaches here in the 4th. Whitehouse going to step out now. Tied at 2. Next pitch. Swung on. That ball, I don't know, did that hit him? Whitehouse took a whack at it. It was a breaking pitch that came way. He might have fouled it off. Did he foul that off? Okay, so he tipped it off his leg. It wouldn't be the first baseball player ever to swing through a ball that hit him. Almost looked like he swung and missed on a breaking pitch that actually went off his leg, but he tipped it. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. High pop-up, right side. Second baseman Rivers got plenty of room, and he'll make the grab. Those kind of pop-ups tonight aren't going to travel very far at all. Seen a lot of pop-ups that normally would be in a short outfield area get blown back in to the infield area. Stepping in for the Apaches is the catcher, Blake Maddox. He walked and scored back in the 2nd. Showing off his speed, he stole 2nd. And scored on the 2-out double by Braden Wise. First pitch misses for ball 1. Maddox 225 on the year. 9 out of 40, 10 runs scored, 3 doubles, a homer, and 6 RBIs. Ball's in there, and we're even at 1-1. Bo Busing stands on deck for the Tyler Apaches. Apaches 9-8 on the season. Next pitch in there for a strike. That was an off speed. Took something off of that. That was a little changeup. And it's 1-2. One-two pitch. Wow, just missed, not by much. 2 balls, 2 strikes. 1 out, nobody aboard. We're tied at 2, bottom of 4. Blake Maddox at the plate. Here's the pitch from Jeremy Rodriguez. Strike 3 called. Fastball low and in. And Maddox is the second strikeout victim for Jeremy Rodriguez. It's going to be the 3rd strikeout of the night for Roadrunner pitchers. And here's Bo Busing with 2 outs. Apaches will be at home this weekend. First pitch in there for a strike. We'll be broadcasting those games. A 2 o'clock start on the 10th. Popped up out of play. Quickly 0-2 on Bo Busing. And then we got a doubleheader. Arkansas Baptist and then East Central on Saturday. And then we will broadcast next Monday at UT Tyler. We'll take the show on the road here. Go across town and broadcast from Irwin Field. 0-2 pitch. He check swing. Did he go? They're not going to check it. Thought they might, but they ended up not. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. Got bees buzzing up here. Yeah, Coulter's losing it. Only hurts for a little while here, fella. Pop up, left side, left fielder going back. Boley watches it go over his head. It's going to be a 2-out double for Bo Busing. Well hit by Bo. And Boley went back quickly, but by the time he got to the warning track, the ball went off the fence. So a stand-up double for Bo Busing with 2 outs. And here's Luke Boyd. Boyd grounded or popped up to second his first time up. Now Coach McMullen going to give Luke Boyd a couple of words for the cause here. We're tied at 2. Bottom of the 4th.
Now batting, number 29, Luke Boyd.
That ball's in the dirt. Busing thought about going to 3rd. 1 ball, no strikes. 2 outs. Go ahead run at second base. Busing just hit a 2-out double. And Luke Boyd at the plate. Boyd 279 on the year. Popped up right side. That's going to get out of play. Luke Boyd, 12 out of 43 so far this season. 7 runs scored, 2 doubles, and 9 RBIs for the Apache shortstop. Batting in the 8th position tonight for Coach Sherman, the skipper. Coaching first base down there. Got Garrett McMullen over at 3rd. Coach Wren with some popcorn and Baker in his lap. 1-1 pitch. Pop up. This should stay in play. First baseman Finke has room in foul territory and squeezes it for the final out. So the Apaches get a 2-out double by Busing, but they leave him out there, and we'll go to the 5th inning. We're all tied at 2. Back in just a minute on ApacheAthletics.com. All right, we saw Andrew Nichols getting loose, and he's now in the ball game. He's taking his warm-up tosses. Andrew Nichols, 6 foot and 220, the right-handed freshman out of Lone Oak, Texas. Nichols on the year 0-0 with a 0 ERA. This is 5th appearance of the season, 4 2/3 innings pitched, 3 strikeouts and 2 walks. Opposing hitters batting 188 off of Andrew. And we are tied at 2. Good ball game going here at Mike Carter. Top of the 5th inning. Dr. John Groth on the play-by-play for you tonight.
Leading off the inning, number 2, Tony Lima.
8-9-1 for the Roadrunners. Tony Lima leading it off. RBI single for Lima last time up. Back in the 2nd inning. Top of the 5th. First pitch by Nichols, misses high, ball 1. So it'll be Lima, Pye, and then back to the top, Evian Benjamin. 1-0 pitch, waves through a fastball, and we're even at 1-1. So both teams have now used their bullpen. Hartman threw 49 pitches in his outing for Angelina. Pop up, and may stay in here, but I think that wind's going to blow it out. It just does get over the net. We've got a mad scramble with this group of youngsters that is here tonight. They're all excited for their friend that picked that ball up. Is anyone going to tell me he's supposed to throw it back? Nobody wants to do it. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Nobody on and nobody out. Strike 3 called, and Lima is out. First strikeout of the night for Andrew Nichols. And that's the first strikeout for the Apache pitchers tonight. Here's C.J. Pye, the catcher. Grounded out to 3rd his first time up, back in the 2nd inning. First pitch misses for ball 1. Well, we've got a lot of clouds rolling in now, and the sun has retired for the evening. Wind continues to blow in from right field. Next pitch misses, 3-0. That ball's in there for a strike, and it's 3-1. Good hack right there, fouled straight back. And it's full, 3-2. just missed inside, and it's a one-out walk to the 9-hole, C.J. Pye. Back to the top we go. That's, let's see, walk number 2 of the night for Apache pitchers.
How about number 9, Benjamin.
And the first walk for Andrew Nichols. Back to the top we go. Evian Benjamin grounded out to second and got hit by a pitch, so he's 0 for 1 tonight. He's going to show bunt, gets it down. Whitehouse Fields throws, not in time. Trahan thought he was out. He's kind of hopping around. Jordan's going to appeal to home plate. I don't think that's going to fly. And talk to Coach Sherman about this before the game. If Coach Sherman gets tossed out of this game, then it's Coach McMullen's ship to run. So Coach Sherman going to have to keep it in check a little bit tonight with the skipper at home. So now you got first and second, 1 out. Here's Dylan Rivers. Rivers grounded out to the pitcher and laid down a sac bunt. First pitch swinging, fouls it out of play, and it's 0-1. So an infield single on the bunt by Evian Benjamin. And there's first and second, 1 out. So with an 0-1 count, I don't know, Pye is the lead runner here. He's a catcher, so you're not likely to see a whole lot of movement here. Maybe a hit and run type thing, but 0-1, usually not a great count to do that either. 0-1 with 1 out. We're tied at 2 here, top of the 5th. Here's the pitch from Nichols. Little tapper to second, 4 and 6 and 3. There you go. Exactly what the doctor ordered for the Apaches. 4-6-3 double play, nicely turned by Wells, Boyd, and Trahan. And the Angelina Roadrunners can't capitalize. We'll go to the bottom half of the 5th. We're still tied at 2. Got a good one going here at Mike Carter. Stay with us. All right, Angelina has gone to their bullpen once again. And the new pitcher, right-hand sophomore out of Denham Springs, Louisiana, 6'2" and 225, Bailey Holstein. Holstein 0-2 on the year with a 9.00 ERA. It's his 6th appearance of the season. Has not started a game yet. 17 innings pitched, 19 strikeouts, 4 walks. Opposing hitters hitting .338 off of Holstein. So Holstein comes out here in the 5th. Apaches 9-1-2. Braden Wise leads it off. His only at bat tonight. Put a good swing on a fastball and hit a ground rule double. It bounced just inside the fence in the left field corner. Bounced just inside the foul line and then over the short fence by the batting cage down there. Here's the first pitch. Same area. That is down into that bullpen area and foul. It's 0-1. Wise on the season. 250 hitter. 2 out of 8 coming in. One ball, one strike. This would be Braden's 4th start of the year. Low, and it's 2-1 on the 9-hitter, Braden Wise. Bailey Holstein, a sophomore from Denham Springs, Louisiana. Here's the 2-1. Little looper into left, and Braden Wise 2 for 2. Lead off single to get things started for the Apaches. Back to the top of the lineup we go. Chase Evans. I've heard from Christopher Phillips in Corpus Christi. Appreciate hearing from him.
Now batting number 18,
And Miss Hughes
Chase
in
Evans.
Baytown. So appreciate the shout outs there on the YouTube messaging. Love to hear from as many of you that can chime in either on the YouTube messaging system or the Remind system. If you minimize, you can see how to get to me through the Remind texting system. If you do, I'll try to let everyone know who you're rooting for and where you're watching from. Chase Evans has grounded out to shortstop twice tonight. Evans, a .323 hitter on the year, 21 out of 65. Next pitch is popped out of play down the right side and into the big bleacher section down the right field side. Evans with 9 doubles, 2 home runs, and 12 RBIs. Pickoff attempt, and Wise is back safely. Well, I hear a helicopter going by, but haven't had a train go by tonight. A 1 pitch coming up. Here it is. Runner going. Here's the throw to second, and Wise steals it. Apaches get second stolen base of the night. I forgot about the old Blake Maddox swiping a bag back in the 2nd inning. So Wise at second now with nobody out. Now you might think about Chase Evans laying one down here. Coach McMullen thought about having a little powwow with Chase, and then he changed his mind and he goes back to the third base coach's box. 1 ball, 1 strike. Nobody out. Bottom of inning number 5. Tied at 2. Bailey Holstein delivers. Misses on an inside breaking pitch. 2 balls, 1 strike. Wind, you can just see from up here blowing still pretty stiffly in that infield. There's a grounder up the middle and backhanded by the second baseman Rivers and got him at first. A bang bang play. Apache dugout does not like the call. Fans don't like it either. They have a couple of close ones at first base and neither one has gone the Apaches' way. Nice play right there by Dylan Rivers, irrespective of the call. It'll go as a 4-3, and Wise will go over to third base. Well, basically that serves like a bunt right there. And now you got a chance for Jared Wells to drive in the go-ahead run. Struck out back in the first, base hit to center in the second. Sorry, that single was in the 3rd inning. That was a Line drive over the shortstop's head that Jared tried to extend into a double and was thrown out. So officially he got credit for a single. First pitch misses, it's 1-0. Next pitch in there for a strike, and it's 1 ball and 1 strike. Fastball in on the hands right there. 1-1, 1 out. Go ahead run 90 feet away. Braden Wise. He singled to left, stole second, just moved over on the ground ball. Foul tip, just missed it. CJ Pye could not hold on to the foul tip, and it's 1-2 on Jared Wells. Taylor Broadway, who's already hit a home run tonight, on deck for the Apaches. Breeze, if anything, is picking up here. Holstein has his sign. Here's a 1-2. Ground ball up the middle, off of Holstein's glove, and it's going to be an infield single and an RBI, and the Apaches lead it 3-2. Well, the pitcher, Holstein, tried to jump up and make the grab, and it went off his hand. The shortstop, Miranda, tried to barehand it. He couldn't handle it, but by then the run had come home easily. Wise came home to score, and it's now 3-2 Apaches. And stepping in is Taylor Broadway. Runner at first, 1 out. You probably would think that Wells would look to maybe steal here. Got a pretty good lead, not going, had a good jump. Ball in the dirt, thought about going on the ball in the dirt and then held up, so Coach McMullen going through some signs down at third. You've got a lead here. Sometimes you're a little more aggressive when you're ahead. Still a lot of baseball to play tonight. 3-2 Apaches. 3 runs on 6 hits. A pickoff attempt. And Wells just does get under the tag. Bailey Holstein on the mound for the Roadrunners. They now trail 3-2. Another pickoff, and step and a dive, and Jared Wells is back. Here's the next delivery. Runner going, throw down to second, off the helmet of Wells into short center field. He'll hold up, and a smart decision there. He would have been dead meat at third. So stolen base for Jared Wells. We've seen the throws from CJ Pye fade into the runner toward the right field side of second base on all 3 occasions now. So the Apaches appear to be trying to take advantage of the opportunity to get a few stolen bases here. Now that you're ahead, you're going to be even more aggressive. Wouldn't be out of the realm to turn Wells loose here. Got to get him over to third with 1 out. Holstein has his sign. Here's the 2-0. Low and away, 3-0. Nobody's thinking about it. Middle infielder's kind of given up on Wells here, and third baseman's playing in left field. Not a bad time to get a bag, but I don't think he's going. Not going. There's a strike. And it's 3-1. 3-2 Apaches, bottom of the 5th. Holstein comes set. Here's the pitch. Look out! That helicopter. Good gracious. That bat almost got the Camry. Golly. That bat went helicoptering all the way to the top row of the bleachers. I don't know if I've seen a bat go that far in this ballpark ever. Taylor Broadway took a big swing, and the bat just came flying out of his hands over the net and almost out of here. And that might have had a chance to hit the Camry. Wow. It's going to put some stickum on there and hopefully hold on to it. Probably caught a wind gust, too, because the wind's blowing in that direction as well. Or full count, 3-2. 1 out. Apaches now lead at 3-2. Wells is at second. Swing and a miss. He got him to chase on the high fastball. And that's the second out of the inning. Third strikeout. Well, actually, the first strikeout for Holstein. And the fourth strikeout for Angelina pitchers. Here's Jordan Trahan. Got hit by a pitch back in the first inning, struck out swinging in the third. Looking for his first hit of the night. And there he got hit again. Turned in and took it off the shoulder. So Trahan, a hit by pitch victim for the second time tonight. And let's see here, for the season, that equals his, he's got 4 on the year now. So he had gotten hit twice all year, and he's got hit twice in one game. Now he got first and second, 2 outs. And here's Colton Whitehouse. Popped up to second base both times up tonight. Whitehouse 286 on the year. 18 out of 63. 14 runs scored. Chopper foul. Third base side into their dugout. And it's 0-1. Two outs, 2 runners on for the Apaches. Here's the pitch. High and deep to left, but going to be out of play into the bullpen area for the Roadrunners. And the wind really blowing that way. Apaches have scored once here in the 5th. They lead at 3-2. 3 runs on 6 hits. Roadrunners from Angelina College, 2 runs on 2 hits. Chernusek started, and Andrew Nichols came on in the 5th. No action in the Apache bullpen, so for now it looks like Nichols will return. Fouled straight back. Just missed the net. Every time a ball goes into the bleacher area, these youngsters are reacting. No balls, 2 strikes. Colton Whitehouse trying to extend the inning here. Bailey Holstein working for the Roadrunners. Jared Wells out there at second. Miranda got well in behind him, and Holstein decided to step off, trying to get him back in position. 0-2 pitch coming up. Here it is. Just missed on the outside corner. Not a pitch I could have taken with 2. Couldn't have done it, but Whitehouse gets the benefit of a call, and it's 1-2. Swing and a miss, and that'll do it. A couple of strikeouts to end the inning by Bailey Holstein. And that'll be the 5th strikeout of Apache hitters. Second one of the inning for Bailey Holstein, the sophomore from Denham Springs. We'll go to the 6th inning. The Apaches now lead it 3-2. First pitch of the inning swung on, and a nice backhand play at short by Luke Boyd, and Tucker Redden is out here in the 6th inning. 1 pitch, 1 out. Apaches lead it 3-2. 6-3 if you're scoring at the house, so Redden now 0 for 3 on the night. Here's Jacob Finke. Flew out to right field, popped up to short. He's 0 for 2. Finke, a .226 hitter on the season, 12 out of 53. He started in 18 of the 20 games for the Roadrunners. 15 runs scored, 6 doubles. Finke's got 6 home runs this year, 14 RBIs. That leads the team. This is their guy to drive people in. And it's 2 balls and 1 strike. Fastball misses high. 3-1. Andrew Nichols back on the hill for the Apaches, but we do have, looks like we got a left-hander down in their bullpen. Pop up left field. Wise is under it. Now he's got to retreat in and makes the grab. So there's 2 up and 2 down. That ball was way up there. And as we've seen a lot of these high fly balls and pop-ups, the wind's going to bring them in tonight. Got to keep your feet moving. Here's Josh Elvier. Walked and scored back in the 2nd inning, and he walked in the 4th. So he's yet to record an official at bat. Has scored a run. He does have a stolen base. 3-2 Apaches. Angelina has only mustered 2 hits. Line shot foul out of play. That's headed toward the Rose Garden. Evian Benjamin has an infield single back in the 5th inning. And Nate Miranda singled to center. Actually, they have 3 hits. I'm not sure where we missed a hit there, but I have them for 3 hits. Okay, it's not registering as a hit, but yeah, that was a base hit. Officially, it's a hit. 1-2 with 2 outs. Left-handed batting DH Josh Elvier at the plate. Fastball misses away. We're even at 2-2. The freshman from Lone Oak, Andrew Nichols, working here in inning number 6 for the Apaches. Do have a left-hander tossing in their bullpen. Ball misses outside. 3-2. That ball gets away from Nichols. Payoff pitch coming up. Here it is. Misses high. It's a 2-out walk to Josh Elvier. He's walked 3 times tonight. That's the 4th walk of the night for Apache pitchers. And stepping in now is Aaron Boley, the left fielder. Grounded out to second and flew out to left field on a great play by Braden Wise. Caught it right in front of the fence in foul territory back in the 4th inning. We're in the top of the 6th with 2 outs. First pitch missed for ball 1. Roadrunners with just 2 left-handed batters in their lineup, 5 and 6 position. That's where we're at right now in the 6th spot. That pitch missed. Now Maddox going to go out and try to settle down the big right-hander. Nichols listed at 6 foot and 220. Let's just get back in the zone here and get us back in the dugout. Apaches lead at 3-2. A good ball game tonight. Back and forth. Apaches took the lead. Roadrunners came back and took the lead in the 2nd. The Apaches tied it in their half of the 2nd, and then have just taken a 3-2 lead in their half of the 5th. So that pitch is in there for a strike. It's 2-1. Uh-oh. There it is, 6:51, right on time. First train of the night here at Mike Carter. Here's the pitch. Misses outside, 3-1. Two outs. Elvire walked with 2 outs, so now you're 1 pitch away from putting another runner on. And he did, back-to-back 2-out walks. So we'll see if that brings Coach Sherman out of the dugout here to try to settle down the freshman from Lone Oak. Doesn't look like he's coming out for a visit.
Number 7, Nate Miranda.
We do have that lefty down there. I don't know who that is. See if we can. It's Garen Shelton, the sophomore from Van. Shelton, the lefty, throwing in the bullpen. First pitch, high, not close, and now Maddox is going to go out and have another chat with Andrew Nichols. So Garen Shelton, he's waving his cap down to the dugout to let him know he's ready to go. Coach Sherman wants Nichols to try to work through this trouble. The Apaches back in the dugout. 1-0 pitch. Here it comes. Well hit, high, left field, but should stay well within the realm of Braden Wise's area, and he squeezes that for out number 3. Well, off the bat, it looked like it was going to travel farther than it did. Wise, easy play in left field, and the Roadrunners get a couple of 2-out walks, can't do anything with it. We go to the bottom half of the 6th. The Apaches hold on to a 3-2 lead. Back in a minute on ApacheAthletics.com. Three-two, bottom of the 6th here at Mike Carter Field. Blake Maddox leads it off for the Apaches. Scoreboard having some malfunctions here at Mike Carter, so trying to keep up with it through the live stats. Maddox 0 for 1, walked and scored, struck out looking. It's in there for a strike. 1-2 on Blake. Getting some cat calls from the Apache faithful here in that last pitch. Just missed inside. Pretty tough pitch to take there with 2. And Bailey Holstein continues to work for the Roadrunners here. Bottom of the 6th. 3-2 is our score. 2-2 pitch. Just misses on the outside, so Holstein just missed in, and there he just missed out. And so Maddox getting the benefit of some pretty close calls here. Better be careful on this one. 3-2, nobody on and nobody out. Here's the payoff pitch. Takes a hack at that one and fouls it toward the Rose football stadium, out of play to our right. And we'll do it again at 3-2. Apaches 3 runs on 6 hits. Roadrunners 2 runs on 3 hits. Neither team has committed an error yet. 3-2 pitch. Strike 3 called. Thought that was coming. And Maddox strikes out looking for the 2nd time tonight. That's strikeout number 6 for the Roadrunner pitching staff. And that's strikeout number 3 for Bailey Holstein. Holstein came on in the 5th inning. And he struck out 3 Apaches already. An inning and a third. First pitch swinging down the left field line, foul. Just misses, going right over the corner of that bag. And Bo Busing will have to come back to home plate. Well, I'm wondering if Miss Busing is watching tonight. She sometimes is all over the planet. Had her watching from Shanghai before. I've had a lot of you chime in on the YouTube notes or the Remind text system. Just missed outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. Bo tonight struck out swinging and doubled to left field, so he's 1 for 2. On the season, Bo, 250 hitter, 5 out of 20, 5 runs scored, 2 doubles, a couple of RBIs, swing and a miss. And it's 1 ball and 2 strikes on Bo Busing. Busing getting his 7th start of the year. Bailey Holstein winds. Here's the 1-2. Fastball inside, strike 3. 4th strikeout for Bailey Holstein, who is lighting it up. 7th strikeout for Angelina pitchers. Here's Luke Boyd. Boyd's popped up to 2nd and popped up to 1st. So both times up, he is popped up to the right side. 2 outs and nobody on. We're in the 6th. 3-2 is our score. Apaches lead it. Give you some scheduling notes here in a minute. Maybe between innings we'll pull up the Apache schedule. First pitch in there for a strike. Bailey Holstein finding his rhythm out there. Holstein came on in the 5th. Gave up a single. Did hit a batter, but he struck out 4. And he seems to be working ahead nicely. All right, just heard from Mr. Wise, watching from Poto, Oklahoma, Braden's dad. So great to hear from him. Here's the 0-2. Look out! Line drive right in front of Coach Sherman down at first base coaching box. Coach Sherman on the warning track there. Halfway expecting that ball to come in his direction. Oh, 0-2 on Luke Boyd. Looking for his first hit tonight. Here's the pitch. Fighting off that inside fastball. Staying alive. Fouls it straight back. Braden Wise is 2 for 2 tonight. He's on deck. He doubled, RBI double in the 1st, or back in the 2nd rather, and then singled in the 5th. Pitch just missed. Ball. Three-two Apaches. 2 outs and nobody aboard here. Bottom of the 6th. Here's the pitch. Pop up right side. Going to get to the outfield this time. Tucker Redden's under it. Now he's going to have to come way in and make the running catch for the final out. F9 if you're scoring at the house. We go inning. Score. Tyler 3, Angelina 2. Back in a minute. Welcome back to Mike Carter Field. Dr. John Groth in the play-by-play for you tonight. Just have heard from the Sprinkles watching in Lufkin. Let's go Roadrunners. There you go. Got some Roadrunner fans. Love to hear from you Roadrunner fans. Look out, hit the bull. Golly. Andrew Nichols lets one fly on the first pitch of the inning. Ball 1. Went flying over everything. Top of the 7th. Fastball right in there for strike 1. So we've heard from the Sprinkles. I hope any other Roadrunner fans, love to hear from you. Ooh, that's as far off of the plate as we've seen. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Nobody on, nobody out. 8, 9, and 1. This is Tony Lima. 1 for 2. Line shot. There's his second hit of the night. That's a line drive single right there. 1B7 if you're scoring at the house. So Lima now with 2 singles and a strikeout. An RBI single back in the 2nd inning. And here's the 9-hitter, C.J. Pye, the catcher. That might be all for Andrew Nichols, and it sure is going to be all. I just looked up, and Coach Sherman was at the mound. So we'll have a pitching change. Let you know who the new pitcher is. 3-2 Apaches. The Roadrunners are threatening here in the 7th. All right, Garen Shelton is the new pitcher for the Apaches. 5'10" and 150, the left-handed sophomore from Van. First pitch misses for ball 1 to C.J. Pye. We have a new pinch hitter. It's a pinch hitter for Angelina. Next pitch is going to be a bunt attempt that's missed, and it's 1-1. So number 6, Roberto Malinowski. So Roberto Malinowski is the pinch hitter. He's a sophomore from Klein Oak out of the Houston area, listed on the roster as a catcher. So Malinowski is pinch hitting. He's showing bunt again. 1-1 is the count. Here's the pitch. Pop right. The big fella squeezes it in foul territory. So the bunt attempt is popped up by Malinowski.
Now batting, number 9, Yvonne Benjamin.
And back to the top we go. And Evian Benjamin. Benjamin is 1 for 2, grounded out to second base, got hit by a pitch, had an infield single his last time up. First pitch. Up the middle, could be 2. 4, step on the bag, throw to first. Got it there by Jared Wells. 4-3. Apaches out of any kind of trouble here in the 7th. Time to stretch it out, Coach Wren. Get off the couch. 7th inning stretch time. 3-2 Apaches. Back in just a minute.
Now pitching for the Roadrunners, Grant Cox.
Welcome back to Mike Carter on a nice warm evening here. Well, Angelina's gone to the bullpen again. Grant Cox, left-hand sophomore from Lafayette, Louisiana. 6'1" and 185 for Grant Cox. Outing number 5 of the year. He's 1-1 with a 5.68 ERA. 12 2/3, 10 strikeouts, 5 walks on the year. Opposing hitters hitting .222 off of Grant Cox. Well, we've heard from Lizette Haynes out of Cypress, Texas, rooting for those Roadrunners. Thanks for shooting me a quick note. And,
number 1, Braden Wise.
if we got any Roadrunner fans or Apache fans, let me hear from you. If I haven't heard from you yet, I'll give you a little shout out. We got a good ball game going here tonight in Tyler. Coach Wren said it's kind of hard to stand up with that little guy in his lap. 3-2 Apaches. Bottom of 7. It's 9-1-2. Braden Wise is 2 for 2 tonight. Double and a single. A run scored in an RBI and a stolen base. So he's had a nice night for himself. 1-0 pitch. Grounder, right side, and trickles foul. So we're at the 9 spot here in the Apache lineup. Yeah, Baker is out for the count here. He's not staying up for the conclusion of this one. Grounder up the middle. Tough play. Miranda's got it. He's got a throw on the run. He got him. Nicely done there by shortstop Nate Miranda. high chopper went over the head of the pitcher, Grant Cox. Nate Miranda had to come in and make a nice play to throw him out.
Chase Evans.
Here's Chase Evans, top of the lineup. He's grounded out 3 times tonight, twice to short, once to second. Apaches trying to notch win number 10. They're 9-8 on the year. The Roadrunners 6-14. First pitch in there for strike 1 to Chase Evans. 1 ball, 1 strike. One out, nobody aboard. Bottom of inning number 7 in a 3-2 game. Apaches lead it. Fly ball, well hit to right center. Center fielder Benjamin ranges over there, makes the grab for the second out. F8 if you're scoring at the house. 2 up, 2 down. Here's Jared Wells. Jared Wells got a couple of hits tonight. Struck out swinging back in the first, but since then, a single to center and a single off the pitcher's hand. 2 for 3 tonight for Jared. First pitch, strike, 0-1. Left-handed sophomore from Lafayette, Louisiana, Grant Cox, has taken over on the mound for Angelina. Pitch missed, 1-1. Nobody presently tossing for the, well, no, that's true. Not true. There is a right-hander tossing down there, so they're going to continue to get some guys some work tonight. That pitch just missed. Line drive right at the first baseman, and that's the inning. So Finke, not a tough play at all. That went right to him. 3 up, 3 down. Nothing across for the Apaches in the 7th. We go to the 8th. 3-2 Tyler over Angelina. Welcome back to Mike Carter. 3-2, the Apaches lead the Roadrunners. We go to the 8th inning. 2, 3, and 4 for Angelina. Dylan Rivers will lead it off. Rivers grounded into a double play his last time up. Sacrifice bunt and a ground ball to the pitcher. 0 for 2 tonight. And I'm hearing another train out there. That would be the 7:15. Haven't heard him toot his horn yet. First pitch is in there from Garen Shelton. He just threw 4 pitches to get out of trouble in the 7th. That's in there for a strike. And misses outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. Heard from Miss Cheyenne Hamilton, go Roadrunners. So heard from Michael. Appreciate all the shout outs and the notes on the YouTube message. Let me know who you are and who you're rooting for. I'll definitely give you a shout out. 2-1 pitch. Foul tip. Maddox holds on, and it's 2-2. There we go. 7:16, right on time. Counts now full, 3-2. I'm looking here. Is this Shelton's first outing of the year? Ground ball up the middle. Boyd takes it on the run. That almost got Shelton. He hopped out of the way, and Luke Boyd came in and made a nice running play for the first out of the inning, 6-3. So this is the first outing of the year for Garen Shelton. Look through the stats sheet here, and there's nothing there. So doing a nice job so far. He's retired. First batter of this inning. First pitch is in there for strike one to Tucker Redden. Redden 0 for 3 tonight. Grounded out to third. Flew out to center and grounded out to short his last time up. 0-1. Grounded to short. Boyd coming in on the run. Tough play. Nicely done. Luke Boyd, that was not an easy play. He came in and it looked like it could have been a backhand type play, but he did not backhand it. And he really caught and threw on the run. Almost played it like a slow roller. And hope he didn't hurt himself. He's holding his lower back. Kind of threw that awkwardly. Normally you see that play made where you backhand it, plant, and throw, but he didn't. He threw that on the run. He made a good throw, and the big fella stretching over there. They got the runner. Foul ball, quickly 0-2 on Jacob Finke, the first baseman. Finke 0 for 3 tonight. Couple of fly balls, one to right, one to left, and he grounded out to short. 2 outs, nobody aboard. Apaches lead at 3-2. Misses outside. So the balls and strikes and the outs are working on the scoreboard, but the having some control problems with the line score. On the hits and the runs. Trying to keep the fans at least in the right inning here, putting zeros on the board. That appears to be about all they can do at this point. Look out, hit him on the leg. And it's a 2-out hit by pitch. And there's the tying run on first base in the 8th. You wonder if you might run for Finke here. First baseman, let's see what kind of, he's got any stolen base numbers. Finke does have 1 steal. So he's 1 for 1. And here's the left-handed batting Josh Elvier. He's walked every time up, 3 times. Ground ball up the middle, and Wells throws to second, got him. I didn't think there was any way he was going to get that. Somehow got the glove on it, and somehow got it to Boyd at short to get the force out. Nicely done there by the Apache middle infielders. It's going to go 6-4 to end the inning. So what looked like a single to extend the inning turns out to be a really nifty defensive play by both Jared Wells and Luke Boyd. We'll go to the bottom half of the 8th. You're 3 outs from an Apache win. 3-2 Tyler. All right, Angelina has gone to their bullpen again. This will be the 5th pitcher of the night. Clayton Hill, right-handed freshman out of Hudson, 5'11" and 180. He'll now enter the ball game on the mound for Coach Livin and the Roadrunners. For Mr. Hill, this is his 5th outing of the year. They've all been out of the bullpen. He's 0-0 with a 2.70 ERA, 10 innings pitched, 7 strikeouts, 1 walk. Opposing batters batting just 194 off of Clayton Hill. And Hill will face the meat of the Apache lineup: Broadway, Trahan, and Whitehouse, 3, 4, and 5. Scheduled to bat here in inning number 8. Apache's holding on to a slim 3-2 lead. Heard from Mr. Wise's father in Oklahoma, Poto, Oklahoma, Mr. Nathan Wise. So appreciate him shooting me a note. Ray Boley from, I'm not sure where he's typing from, but Mr. Boley has checked in. Go Runners. Awesome. Thanks for shooting me a note. Miss Cheyenne Hamilton is also checked in for it with us.
Broadway.
Appreciate all the notes on the YouTube notes and the Remind text system. We go to the bottom of inning number 8. Here's Taylor Broadway. First pitch misses, ball 1. Broadway 1 for 3, towering home run back in the first inning to left field. Popped up to second and struck out swinging. 1-0 pitch. It's another pop-up. That's going to blow into the stands. Look out back down below. And hits the concrete. Bounces towards the parking lot. 1 ball, 1 strike. Apache's 3 runs on 6 hits tonight. Check swing. Did he go? Not going to check it. 2 balls, 1 strike. Clayton Hill, the 5th Roadrunner pitcher tonight here in the 8th. Line shot left field, and that's going to 1-hop to the outfielder Boley, and that's another solid hit off the bat of Taylor Broadway. He crushed that one as well. 1B7 if you're scoring at the house, and now you got to think about maybe bunting here. But not with the big fella.
Now batting number 34, Jordan Trahan.
We have got a pinch runner. It's right in my score sheet here. Someone running for Taylor Broadway. Who is it? Ryan Lawhon. Lawhon's the pinch hitter, our pinch runner for Broadway at first base with nobody out. And we'll see if the big fella can get through an at-bat without getting hit. He's gotten hit twice already tonight. First pitch in there for strike 1. Yeah, you're not going to ask Trahan to bunt here, more than likely. Good breaking ball, just missed. 1 ball, 1 strike. This is why McMullen gets paid the big bucks right here, making the call down at third. See if they turn Lawhon loose over there. Not going. Look out! Just fouled that one off, and we got an Apache fan running through the water behind the dugout. Just running, just having a ball, running through this big old puddle. Who is that? Coach Sherman's son is running through the water. Fouled straight back, and we'll do it again at 1-2. We've got about 3-inch deep water right behind the Apache dugout. I should need to get a video of that. It's hilarious. Now he's going to go swimming. He's checking out how hot the water is here. 1 ball, 2 strikes to the big fella. Nobody out, runner at first. Here's the pitch. Breaking pitch, just missed inside. Pretty close. And we're even at 2-2. Coach McMullen going down through the signs again. And You might see Lawhon go here. We'll see. Not a bad pitch to run on here. Not going. Pop up right side. This should be in play. And the second baseman drifting over toward the fence. He does hold on to it at the last moment. Dylan Rivers. Again, that wind playing havoc with those pop-ups. It'll go F04, and there's one out. Would have liked to have a little more productive out right there, but it's going to be up to Colton Whitehouse now to try to get something done. The pinch runner, Ryan Lawhon, at first, after Broadway hit a hard single to left field. Left fielder Aaron Boley was playing deep after Broadway had hit a long home run earlier in the game. That he hit a bullet, and Boley took it on one hop. He was a couple of steps in front of the warning track out there. It's playing really deep. 0-1 pitch coming up. Grounder, left side. Third baseman takes it. The only place to go is first, and he got him. Nice play over there by Tony Lima to get Whitehouse at first, and Lawhon goes over to second. So now you got an insurance run at second with 2 outs in the eighth.
Number 24, Blake Maddox.
All right, we got another Feeling Froggy 30 has just checked in, rooting for the runners. Appreciate all the Angelina fans checking in on the YouTube message. Also heard from a lot of the Apache fans tonight as well. First pitch swing, he fouls it straight back. 0-1 on Blake Maddox, still looking for his first hit of the night. He walked and scored back in the second and has struck out looking twice since that time. We're in the bottom of the eighth. The Apaches hold on to a 3-2 lead. 3-7-0 for the Apaches, 2-3-0 for the Roadrunners. Just misses on that one. 1 ball, 1 strike. Clayton Hill on the mound for the Roadrunners. Came on in the eighth as the 5th Angelina pitchers. 1-1 pitch. Here it is. Chopper foul. It's 1-2. Hagen Hartman started the ball game. Jeremy Rodriguez came on in the 3rd. Bailey Holstein came on in the 5th. Grant Cox in the 7th, and now Clayton Hill here in the 8th. And there's still some guys down in that Angelina bullpen if needed. They trail by 1 here in the 8th. 1-2 count on Blake Maddox. There's a chopper to second. Rivers up with it, throws to first. And he got him. Didn't know if the first baseman held on to that ball, but he did. 4-3 if you're scoring at the house. The Apaches strand a leadoff single. And we'll go to the 9th. You need 3 outs here for an Apache win. Back in just a minute with the 9th inning. Welcome back to Mike Carter. We go to the 9th inning, and Garen Shelton's still on the hill for the Apaches. You do have J.P. Gorby down there in the bullpen, so he's ready if needed. If you have any kind of trouble, you'd probably look for Sherm to go to J.P. We'll see how this inning progresses. The Roadrunners are going to bring to the plate 6, 7, and 8. Boley, Miranda, and Lima scheduled to hit. We'll see if they actually come to the home plate. Looks like number 15, that's going to be a pinch hitter, Max Jacoby. Max Jacoby will pinch hit here for the Roadrunners in the 9th inning. So first pitch to Jacoby, swung on and missed, 0-1. Jacoby on the year, let's see here. He is 4 out of 26. He's hitting 154. Chopper, second base. Wells on the big hop. Quickly throws. Very close play at first base. Bang, bang play and just gets him out. So Max Jacoby, good speed there.
Right. Number 7.
It's a high chopper.
Miranda.
And Jared Wells kind of waited on that last one and almost cost him. So is this Miranda? All right, so Miranda is still in the ball game. Shortstop Nate Miranda, 1 for 3 tonight. Singled and stole a base and scored a run back in the second. Lined out to short and flew out to left. Next pitch grounded. Ooh, nice play over at third. Coach Levin still got the good hands. He's a pitcher too. Not a bad play for old fella. I can say that. I coached against him forever. 1-1 pitch. Just misses outside, 2-1 to Nate Miranda. He's batting in the 7th position. Tony Lima scheduled to hit, but he's not in the on-deck circle. It's a pinch hitter in the on-deck circle. 2-1. Grounder to third. Whitehouse backhands. Throws it across. Got him. Nicely done by Colton Whitehouse. He took that ball on the big hop right behind the bag on the backhand play and made a strong throw over to Trahan for the second out. You're down to your last out if you're the Roadrunners here. You need base runners. Number 2, it is Tony Lima, so he'll get his 4th at bat of the night. Lima's got 2 hits, a couple of singles, 1 to right, 1 to left, and a strikeout looking, so he's 2 for 3 tonight. Garen Shelton doing a nice job in relief for the Apaches. Came on in the 7th, and he's 1 out away from getting a save. Little chopper, back to Shelton. Can't. The runner did not go. I don't know if they're going to call him out or not. No, neither of the umpires making a call. Yeah, I think it hit his foot. And home plate umpire did not make the call. I think he was waiting on the field umpire to make the call. Neither of them threw their hands up. This is a very awkward moment. You got to call this a foul ball. You have to. No, you don't. That's a ball game. Who threw that ball? The pitcher? All right, so it goes down as a 1-3, a very awkward ending to a close game. Thought it went off his foot. The batter at home plate, Lima, did not run. And it's kind of a strange ending to a very competitive, close ball game. So let's pull up the box score for you and give you some numbers as we wind this one up. The Apaches win at 3-2. The scoring started back in the first inning. The Apaches took a 1-0 lead back in the first on a towering home run by Taylor Broadway. Well over the left field fence into the trees. And it was 1-0 Tyler. The Roadrunners came back with 2 runs in the top of the second. A walk by Elvire, a single by Miranda, and a single by Lima. That accounted for their 2 runs. And it was 2-1 Angelina. Well, Tyler came right back in the bottom of the second to tie it. Leadoff walk by Maddox. He swiped second base. And an RBI 2-out double by Braden Wise tied the score at 2-2 in the second. And we were tied until the bottom of the 5th. The Apaches got a leadoff single by Braden Wise. He stole second base. A ground ball by Evans moved him to third. And a single up the middle by Jared Wells was the difference in this one. RBI single. Wells gets 2 hits tonight, and he gets the game-winning RBI way back in the 5th inning. From that point on, it was a pitching and defensive game as the Apaches used 3 pitchers. Alston Chernusek started this ball game. Andrew Nichols is going to get the win, and he came on in the 5th. And Garen Shelton, what a nice job he did in relief, 7th, 8th, and 9th. Putting up donuts. Apaches win their 10th ball game of the year. They go to 10-8. Angelina drops this one. They'll go to 6-15 on the season. And right, so let's look at the Apache schedule real quick. Try to give you an update as to what our broadcast schedule looks like here the next week or so. We can pull that up real quick, schedule. And that's not where I wanted to go, schedule. All right, so we just finished this ball game, and the Apaches again go to 10-8. The next ball game will be on Friday against Arkansas Baptist. It's a 2 o'clock start, and then Saturday double dip against Arkansas Baptist and East Central Community College, a split doubleheader on Saturday. So we will broadcast all 3 of those ball games, and so we'll hope you're able to join us here online if you can't be here in person. Those will be the next broadcast for us here, and after that it'll be a while, I think, till we get got a number of road games after that as well. Well, I'm sorry, we do have the Monday game. It's on the road at UT Tyler, but we will do that game as well. So we'll take our equipment over to the UT Tyler press box, and we'll broadcast that Monday game, which is 1 week from tonight. So that'll wrap things up from Mike Carter Field. This is Dr. John Gross signing off. The Apaches win a close one, 3-2. Until Friday, so long, everybody.